Liquid HerO versus TSL Symbol starting right now. It is going to be a Zerg versus Protoss, and right away we have them playing on Zelnaga Fortress. It does seem like Symbol will be playing on this alternate account TSL third, but you know, to each his own. They got some Smurf accounts they got to play on, then they got to do what they got to do. So it looks like Symbol will be the red Zerg spawning at the 3, and HerO, part of Team Liquid of course, and like you said before, part of OGS in the past, is going to be the blue Protoss player at the 630 position.
Yeah, and HerO is actually a really great new face that's bursted onto the scene. His stream has been running all sorts of hours.
His face just like comes out at you everywhere.
Yeah, he has a really nice style. I really enjoy watching him. I have to see what he's going to do here against Symbol on...
Well, you said you watched some of his streams on TL at late at night, around 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's his playstyle? What does he like to do?
Well, I've seen him go. He likes using Blink Stalkers, which are actually getting nerfed after this patch.
Are they really?
Well, not Blink Stalkers, but Blink research time is going to take longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's a big one.
That's
3-gate
huge.
Blink. Oh man, that's huge in PvP especially.
Yeah.
3-gate Blink timings are going to be completely different.
Well, that might actually remove 3-gate Blink timing away, because
Yeah.
before you could almost barely edge out 3-gate Blink against 4-gate, but now if the time has been increased, then 4-gate may actually be the more predominant build once again.
Yeah, I hope that's actually not what happens there, but I actually really like going 3-gate Blink, so that is a change I wasn't a big fan of. But Immortals, the range buff.
Ah, with the range buff now, we may, well...
That can hold 4 gates better if you have an Immortal with a range buff.
But what if the Protoss 4 gates with only Zealots and Sentries?
You can only hold it on a ramp that's very small, and the pylon radius was decreased a couple patches ago. So if you have a very small ramp and don't have any pylons in your base, like a couple games ago, you should be able to hold the 4 gate with, like, let's say, a 3-gate robo. With perfect micro though.
We gotta have
you
that
have to
micro.
have much better micro to hold it than to execute it, as always with the 4 gate.
Well, there it is, guys. We have it from the Protoss Master himself. So can't tell you guys how excited I am to have a Protoss Masters ranked player casting with me.
Yeah.
Because now you can be on the side of Liquid HerO, and I can be on the side of TSL Symbol.
Yeah, we've got Terrans and Zergs as our casters here at IPL. It's about time we get a little Protoss perspective thrown in there.
Yeah, there it is. So tell me, what does the probe see right now, and what is he going to judge based on what he sees?
Well, pretty much he's looking at the drone saturation of Symbol, checking for any early roach warns, and now these lings are going to go ahead and chase him out. He sees there's no early second gas, and he's going to go ahead and he's probably going to check this expansion on his way out. No, but he knows that there's nothing there yet at this point in the game. Let's see what he's building in his base. He's chrono boosting his warp gates and his first zealot to wall himself off.
Yep.
So it's still early days, but there's the hatchery down from Symbol.
Yeah. It looks like Symbol is going for the gas and pool before the hatchery, which is a pretty, common build for Zerg. They don't really want to get hatched first against Protoss nowadays because it's so easy for Protoss to abuse that. So they don't really do that anymore. And we do have, an opening there that was just barely missed for Symbol. He could have got those Zerglings in, but the Zealot decided to replace himself at that little point, and that means that the Zealot will not, or the Zerglings will not be able to get in. But the Stalker comes out, and with proper micro, HerO should be able to out-micro these Zerglings. And yeah, it looks like Symbol has to back out of there.
He'll have no problem with this. And look at that, a quick Stargate from
HerO.
You're
right, there is a quick
now
Stargate.
Now we're talking.
Are we? What are we talking about? Void Rays or Phoenix?
I'm going to say Phoenix with maybe a single Void Ray, but we'll have to wait and see. Against Zerg, this is really good. There's a lot of room behind the base there to dance back and forth.
Yeah, there
is. A lot of dead space, yeah. It's a great map for this choice. I like this from HerO.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a lot of room for those Void Rays. You called it right there. I wonder if he's going to go for Void Rays or if he's going to open Phoenix. I want to say Phoenix as well, but no, he's going to go for the Void Ray. He doesn't have a second Stargate, so this initial Void Ray just going to be used to pop a couple Overlords off and go see what kind of damage it can do at the main of TSL Symbol.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to go ahead and get that. As soon as that Void Ray pops out, he's probably going to send it. Koreans tend to send their first unit right in, as opposed to the North American playstyle where they like to pool a few units and then sort of surprise their opponent with a big force.
That's true.
The Koreans, they usually send their first unit straight in.
They make use out of every unit,
yeah,
man.
The second it's on the field, it's doing work for them. It's not sitting idle. Like you'll see right away, he's going to go clear this Overlord out from his natural. He's probably going to expand behind this as well. Very good play from here.
Oh, there we go. I actually had it on move command right there, but he does end up, he knows, hey, there's going to be an Overlord here in this quote-unquote dead space, Mr. Dark Rabbi.
Very
so
nice.
He goes back there, he snipes that Overlord immediately, now going to go to the left to look for this Overlord, and oh wow, Symbol already realizing, hey, a Void Ray is out, maneuvers his Overlord, gives it a different trajectory. Hopefully it'll be able to dodge the Void Ray. But for now, nice opening from HerO. He's now going to get that Nexus as well. And we'll see what Symbol decides to do based on that. He gets a Roach Warren.
He's already got the Evo Chamber. We'll see if
Interesting.
he throws down some Spore Crawlers. Yeah, and you said it, HD. Both these players are in each other's minds right now.
Yeah.
They're both very comfortable and used to playing with the builds that they're seeing out of the other player. So I'm really curious to see where this is going from here. Phoenix is now.
Yeah, what really interests me is the fact that Symbol is going for Roaches after he saw the Void Ray come out already. Typically, most Zerg players, when they see that Void Ray come out, they're going to immediately try to get Spore Crawlers down, which he is, so I give him credit for that. But typically, most Zerg players will go straight into Hydras or Corruptors or Spire or Mutas, right? Or more Queens. At least get the lair up. But he goes for a Roach Horn, which of course Roaches cannot attack air, so this really has me intrigued. Is he planning to do some kind of a Roach bus and hope that there's only a Void Ray out on the map, only a single Void Ray? We'll see.
Yeah, now that he's getting 6, I think you might be right, HD. We saw a very similar push to this in the IPL Season 2 finals from Nurchio against White Raw in that Game 3, where...
But didn't that come before the Void Ray came out?
I think you might be right, but as a Protoss player, when you go Stargate tech, you're very light on your army.
That's true.
So I think what Symbol might be doing is he's... Oh, is that a... oh, that's Lair. I thought that was a Hydralisk Den for a second.
Yeah.
He might be going to exploit that, but he stopped Roach production, so I'm not really sure he's going to be going for a massive bust here.
I think maybe he just made the Roaches purely to defend against the possibility of a gateway attack. Because a Protoss player that goes after one Stargate, at the point where he saw that Void Ray, it is also possible that HerO would have had 3 warp gates, and he could have attacked on the ground as well.
Yeah, a little 3 or 4 gate.
So
warp
he's
gate
just,
push.
I think he was just making some Roaches to be safe. That's nice, I guess, but I feel like Symbol could have opted to go for maybe Ling Hydra as well, but he got the Roaches, so he will be safe on the ground for now.
And look at that row of creep tumors right up there.
Yeah,
he's really straightening that out. Now he's hitting the main with some... Oh, he's going to kill that queen. Queen going down, macro hatch under fire. He's going to kill a second queen.
Might get the Spore Crawler as well.
Oh no, this could do a lot of damage here.
Indeed.
He can actually just rain down on this hatchery here.
Look, I love the Void Ray. It's just literally shooting down.
It's actually shooting backwards a little bit.
Yeah, it's like almost hitting itself.
Yeah.
But it looks like HerO says, oh, I don't want to hit myself there. It's like shooting yourself in the foot when you've got a Glock in your hand. But he is going to kill that hatchery off, lifts off the queen as well.
Oh,
the Spore Crawler is getting itself in position. The Void Ray automatically moving itself out of the way of the Spore Crawler.
Look at that
nice micro. And oh, the Overlords are wide open for the pickings.
Just beautiful.
It's like taking candy away from the baby, man. Oh my god, this is going to hurt. He's going to go in the red. And that's not good. The hatchery is going to go down. Spore Crawler's unable to defend.
Look at how he skirts the range of those Spore Crawlers. Just perfect micro and unit positioning from HerO. Very nice control of these Stargate units.
And this is why I just didn't agree with him going for those Roaches. That delayed his lair, that delayed him getting his Hydras out. Typically the first thing I do when I see when I see that Stargate, I go right into lair, get my Hydras out immediately, get Spore Crawlers down. And I think if he had Hydras, he would have been just fine. He wouldn't have lost his macro hatch. Yeah. And on top of that, he would have lost all his Overlords. Yeah. So it's pretty devastating, but I understand his plight. He had to get some Roaches out just in case HerO was going to attack him on the ground.
But look at this. Symbol is actually playing right into HerO's hands right now. While he's building all these Hydralisks, the first Colossus is about to pop out, and range is on the way. So these Hydras are not going to be very useful once this Colossus is out. Let's take a look at HerO's army real quick.
Well, his Colossus is about to pop out right now. There it goes. His army is actually pretty small.
That is pretty thin. Oh, wow.
Colossus range is not quite ready.
This is actually going to be pretty risky. He's going to need those Phoenixes to lift the Hydras and the 2 cannons. I think he'll actually be all right with the 2 cannons and the Phoenixes here, HD.
Yeah. Well, he is warping in all forces right now, cycling all of his warp gates into those new units, and he's actually moving over to the right.
Where is he going?
I don't know. I don't know where he's going. He's maybe trying to intercept the Phoenix, but the Phoenix end up intercepting the Hydras, and all the Hydras are going to get picked apart by the Phoenix. And now the anti-air is but for naught. It looks like Symbol has nothing to hit air, and he's got to fall back and wait for that Spire. That was pretty devastating.
Heads-up play from HerO, picking off those Hydras.
Heads up.
Yeah, very nice heads-up play.
Aces versus kings. Well, Symbol is not looking too good right here, man. It's not looking too good at all.
No, this is pretty grim. Even though he's got this third base over here, I think he may have thought that HerO had expanded over there and was going for his third. I don't know why he would have thought that, but now he's actually going to go ahead and take a third. Probably because he just is so aware of the timings. The Koreans are very, very mechanical. They know the timings for everything, down to like they feel it. They're like, oh, he should have a third right now. I'm going to go attack there.
Yeah, well,
even if he hasn't scouted.
If at worst case, you actually end up getting a scout, so you end up checking to see whether or not the Nexus is there.
Yeah.
So we do have an attack here coming from HerO. Pretty convincing ball of Protoss units, and I don't know if third is going to be able to react to this in time. He's trying to make 8 Corruptors right now. Excuse me, I think that's 6. It could be 8. I'm unable to read that. But he is trying to make some Corruptors right now. His Roach are not, I don't think he's going to have enough to deal with this, man.
No, this is really, really going to be tough to hold off. We're going to need a miracle from Symbol here.
This is not looking very good at all. Well, here comes the Corruptors, and oh no, they're coming out one at a time. Here we go. He gets a decent engage. Not bad. Not bad, but I don't think he's got enough ground forces.
Colossus doing too much splash, too many stalkers.
And there's the GG.
There it is.